are received. If you need a copy of this interview, please just email me or check the NBA content site. I know that they've been having some issues, so just if it's not on there, just please send me an email. First, we got a question from the chat. So Chelsea, congrats once again on your first WNBA win. How did it feel to get your first points in a Wings uniform?
It was exciting. It was a fun game from the start. We looked good. Besides the turnovers, I thought we played really well. It was fun getting in the game. Making a shot. I do that all the time, so it was fun.
And then with Alicia going to play with Team USA, how do you expect your role to change, and how do you think you can help fill in some of those minutes?
That's the coach's decision, but what I can do is the controllables is to go into practice and do the best that I can do every day and get maximum effort, and whatever comes from that comes from.
All right, great. Thank you very much, Chelsea. Next, we're going to go to Drew Ivory. Drew, go ahead and ask your question.
What are some of the main things you look to learn in your rookie season?
I think that, just patience, waiting on the ball screens, using the ball screen, and coming at not rounding it, going straight to the paint and making a decision from there, the shot, the kick. So making quicker decisions, just picking up on IQ, it's a different level. You see different things, read and react different ways. So just those little things I want to really grab onto.
What is Coach Vijay like during the game? I've heard a lot of talk about the type of energy that she brings during practice. Is it no different during the games?
Yeah, I think that's just her. She always has energy when she walks, talks. It's fun to be around. She just has a lot of energy.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Drew. Next, we're going to go to Cody M Davis. Cody, go ahead and ask your question.
Hey, Chelsea, what has been the easiest and at the same time the hardest as you make this transition over during your rookie season in the WNBA?
The easiest thing, trying to think. I could shoot. I think that's the easiest thing for me is to not think about it, just catch and shoot or catch and drive or look for that. I've been doing that for so long that, that comes easy to me. But the most difficult thing, it's just you're a rookie. You come in not knowing anything. So it's just really about soaking up as much information as you can.
All right, next we're going to go back to Drew Ivory. Drew, go ahead and ask your question.
So how, regardless of whatever league it is, rookies usually have their big, vets usually have their rookie. Do you have a big yet? Has anybody taken you under their wing so far?
We have a young team, so we don't really have a whole lot of vets. But definitely each one of them, will pull you aside and give you different reads or just kind of talk you through a few things. But it's a new coaching staff, new coach, so it's kind of, new for everyone.
And to think just a couple months ago, you were playing in March Madness and here you are in the WNBA. Does it seem like life is moving just so fast? It's just happened in a couple months.
It does. I think it actually hit me when we got back to actually play in my first WNBA game. I was like, wow, I used to watch some of these players on TV and I was out there, on the same court as them. So I think it kind of hit me when I got back off the plane.
Thank you.
Another question via the chat for you, Chelsea. Obviously, Drew sort of touched on it and you touched on it you're going to be going up against veterans, but what does it mean to play against someone like Sue Bird, who has been in the league for so long and is, iconic? She's maybe not quite the icon, that's still DT, but is it something special for you?
Absolutely. That's it's almost going to be a dream come true. I want to win at the same time, but to see her on the floor, just watching her, IQ out there, it'd be fun. But at the end of the day, I still want to win.
great. Thank you very much. Drew, do you have another question? I don't know if I lowered your hand.
Yeah, sorry, last one. Do you have anybody in the WNBA that you specifically want to match up with?
No, I don't. I just will take my opportunity and do the most with it. But no, I don't really have anyone I want to match up with. There's so many great players.
All right. Thank you very much, Chelsea. If we don't have any other questions for Chelsea, thank you very much for joining us today. And we will be right back, guys, with Bella Allery. She'll be here in just a minute. Thanks, y'all.
Thank you.
Are received. So first we're going to go to Drew Ivory. Drew, go ahead and ask your question.
I
Drew,
can't
can
hear
you
you.
unmute for me?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I don't know what was up with that. Bella, last year you were one of 3 rookies on the team and one of the youngest teams in the WNBA. How does it feel this year, being in year 2, looking down, and now there's even more rookies on your team?
Yeah, I think it's good. I think, this is my first practice today, and I can tell we have a lot of energy. We run, we're all learning and it's a process, but I think, Coach Johnson is really good about taking time to teach us the concepts. And I learned a lot last year, so I'm hoping I can pass some of that knowledge on to the rookies this year. But I think it's just a great energy having a young squad, and we're all really open to just getting better every day. And I think that's really showing in practice.
What are your first impressions of Coach Vijay, if this is your first time actually meeting her?
Yeah, no, I think she has a great energy to her. She's very encouraging. She knows how to inspire her players and, get people behind her. So even in, I touched down and I played in my first game, I thought she just had a great energy and kind of knew the adjustments to make, in game. And I just really like playing for her so far.
Last season, as the season went out, and you guys heard a lot of, is it because you're a young team? It's because we're a young team. Is that something that you feel like you guys are past at this point, even though you got more rookies this season? Are you past that point and where you using youth or having people put youth on you guys as an excuse is behind you?
Yeah, no, I think we can put that behind us. Obviously we're still young, but we have experience from the past few years. And I think we're just a hungry team that's willing to learn and is coachable. And I think that really translates onto the court.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Drew. Next, we're going to go to Cody M Davis. Cody, go ahead and ask your question.
Hey, Bella, I know this is just your second season with this team, but what does success for the Dallas Wings look like this season? As Drew just finished talking about, there was a lot of talks going around saying that this was a young team. Is it, you guys making the playoffs, or is it just you guys still trying to find out a way how to come into your own on the pro level?
No, we want to go to the playoffs. I think we have a lot of potential as a team. And, we talk about that in practice, that we're going to be, a contender for sure. If we just continue to get better every day, remain coachable. And I think setting those goals is really important to just staying hungry all season. So, we are young, but I think we have a really good shot. I saw how well we played in our opener against the Sparks. And I think if we continue with that momentum, we'll be really good.
Thank you very much, Bella. We have one quick question submitted via the chat. You got to play for Avenidas overseas, one of the best teams consistently overseas. What do you think that experience helped you with most going into this season?
Yeah, I think just, more pro experience, more time on the court, playing in a new system, playing with different players. Like, as a professional, you have to constantly adjust and adapt to new teams and environments. And I think I was really lucky to play for such a great team, win the Spanish championship and everything with Avenida, and be a super competitive group. But just getting to play with great players like in the WNBA, Katie Lou, Tiffany Hayes, I think it just made me a lot better. Gave me a lot of confidence in these past few months, just getting those reps actually in game. So when I come into the season, I just feel more prepared.
Great. Next, we're going to go back to Drew Ivory. Drew, go ahead and ask your question.
Well, I just wanted to get your quick thoughts on Simone Augustus and the entirety of the career that she had, 4-time champion, among the top in the scoring list. You know the resume. I just wanted to get your thoughts on her career and what you saw from afar as a fan of the WNBA.
Yeah, I mean, she's an absolute legend. I think she's one of the best mixtapes I've seen. But I've loved watching her. Obviously, sad I don't get to play her this year, but she had an incredible career, super inspiring player for all of us. So I wish her all the best, in the future.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Drew. We're going to go back to Cody M Davis. Cody, go ahead and ask your question.
Hey Bella, with you now in your second season, what are some of the goals that you have set for yourself personally, and how do you feel your game has actually expanded after your rookie season?
Yeah, I think I just want to, get more out of my comfort zone. I think as a rookie, sometimes you struggle a little bit with confidence, like what shots should I take? Which shots should I pass up? And I felt like sometimes I was like restraining myself on the court. And so I think I just have a lot more confidence this year. I want to, take good shots. I want to be, active on defense and, continue to improve on that end. But I think the biggest thing is just knowing when I go out on the floor that I'm impacting the game in a positive way, either on the offensive or defensive end, and just feeling like I'm making a positive impact. I think that's the biggest thing. I don't want to hold back or have any of those rookie nerves that I felt last year.
Great. Thank you very much, Bella. Well, that concludes our media availability today. It's an off day tomorrow, guys, but we will be back on Wednesday with Mariah Jefferson and Ty Harris. Thanks again, Bella, and thanks again to everyone for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you guys sometime soon, and hopefully we'll see you at CPC on Saturday. Thanks, y'all. Bye.
Thank you.